with this series what we started called First Website in Angular 6. So now we are almost on part number 16 of this video series. Uh, I could not post from last 4 months, almost, I believe, but don't ask me why. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So what we are going to do today is we are going to create an endpoint we normally call as API endpoint for our contact form. So if someone visits our website and decides to post something to us, they can put some information in the contact form and it comes normally as an email to us. So there are so many things we can secure, but I'm going to give you and show you a very basic example. So before doing that, let's get started with API. So what's an API? Most of you already know, must be knowing about API. API is called Application Programming Interface. So application programming interface. So again, it's the kind of interface we're talking about. So let's say I have this notepad application. What I'm doing is I'm writing, I'm interacting, I'm clicking. So what do all this interaction with this application is called user interaction. But let's say if some app wants to do this interaction, app talking to another application. All right. So that is what is called as application programming interface. Understood. Okay. So an application programming interface is the interface between two applications. These two applications can have different coding language, can be of a different origin, so there has to be some standardized way of communicating with each other. So that's where we use protocols, we use requests type, we use port numbers, all those things, and then there are data for packet formats. So all these things contribute for us to allow to interact with some applications in between application interface. So giving you a little more about API. So I created this small little example. It's a small little diagram showing, okay, on the left we have this client application. This could be a small little application residing on your mobile phone, could be a web application, just like what we are creating, could be a small desktop application, could be a big desktop application sitting on your desktop, on your laptop, and sending some request to maybe a remote server. Okay, and this request is again a standardized format depending on the protocol we are using, depending on the server, depending on the kind of request that server is expecting. If it is a custom designed server, it would use something custom designed, a custom port, all those things. But if it is standardized like we are using right now, we are using HTTP and HTTPS, so we will use HTTP protocol, HTTPS protocol, and the format defined by that protocol. Here on the server side, we will use some application designed in some language like PHP, Java, all those languages that are capable of interacting with the file system can be utilized here. We will start this example by using PHP, and I do not know much about PHP, but I'll still try. Okay, I'll just try to keep it simple. After that, we'll implement an example of the same API in Node.js. Okay, and we may try doing that in Java as well, so no problem, let's do it. So you can pretty much use any language of your choice what you want. All right, uh, looking at further about this request, it has to have some standard format, but I'm giving a very high level of overview. The kind of request that we'll be sending across to our server would be carrying two parts primarily, a header and body part. Body would sometimes would contain data or a request that you want to fetch. Let's say I'm sending a request to the server to fetch some data. Sometimes sending a post request to the server to save some data or to do the login or to do the sign up. So all those things. This is how it looks like. So next we'll do is to create an API endpoint for our contact form. So let's get started. Here is the code. Okay, so now we are here in the code. I'm going to create one simple PHP file. I've already started. So basically, we'll put some headers. They will so that we'll put some restrictions on the kind of origin allowed, the kind of content allowed. In case it is not matching, the application would not respond. And we can also put restriction of the type kind of headers which are allowed to be sent in a request. Only if the headers listed matches with the list of headers in the request, then only it will respond. So we can do that as well. So it gives you a complete control. So what have I done? Oh, close all, close all. Okay, let's now touch this. So I've defined the first header called access control, allow origin. We can further restrict it. Once we do the application live, we can restrict it to be accessed only through some particular URL. That's what we can do. And then content type header, we can put JSON application. We can add further more headers, but that would be enough for as of now. We're just keeping it a simple example, simple as of now. We can keep updating it as what we want. So let's collect the post data. Oh, it's recording now. Okay, so let's post data. So we are creating a variable post data. Okay, so file read, wait. And then we are going to decode this request equals to JSON underscore decode the post data. All right. Okay. I can echo the post data. Request. We can actually do that and see what we are getting. Okay. Further, we want to clean the decode post data. There are so many ways to keep a restriction both at application level and at the server level. But let's assume that everything is okay. So we'll create few variables. Okay. First name, last name, email, message, and we can further create name equals to first name dot dollar last name. Okay, and this is simple. We're just keeping it simple, and this would be dollar request dot first name. Last name, email, and I found this arrow is actually equivalent to what we have, which we normally use as dot notion. So most of the languages use dot notion, but in PHP you've got this arrow notion. So never mind. Now our mail function is like we got to, then subject, then body, then headers. So we can change our variable name to email body, subject to email subject. Okay, so let's create and give values to these variables. So I could have created a function that again would have been a good thing, but we can always improve our code. Okay, two. Okay, what we want to do, what we want to send an email. Now we want to send an email to some fixed ID. So it could be admin ID. So in our case, uh, so we have an email ID created as we saw that jagmohan@localhost. So we want our email to come to this ID. Then in the subject, we want, let's say, all these are text values. So we want uh, message from contact form on AD website, web app. You can write your own message. Feel free and creative. And here I can specify dollar name, dollar dot name, so that in the subject itself I get the name. In the body I can put rest of the details, like this message. Okay, this is an automated email from AD web app with the following message. Okay, new line character dot. Okay, then next what we want is, let's write all the okay, name of the person, dollar name, email address, email address dot dollar email, and message dot dollar message. yes, message. And in the headers we can generally specify reply to address or from address. So that's what we use the headers for. So let's do it. Okay, So we are done with this. Mm, mm, uh, let's put a new line character here because we want it should be little tabular format. Mm, mm, mm. I think this would work. So what we are doing is we created header, we collected post data, convert decoded the JSON data. All right, then separated the variables, created each variable, and created an email format, and then sending this email. And after that, we want to post success and failure. So in order to do that, we can simply put a condition if mail, just copy it here, jump copy this to this. If email, then echo JSON dot encode. Mhm. Success else echo JSON underscore encode failure. So code looks good to me. Let's see if it is working for us. Let's save this file. Now I'm saving this file on the web server. Okay, this is in XAMPP, HTTP2, API, and contacts. So my web server is already running. And now we'll go to Postman. So what is Postman? Postman is a small little application which allows you to create a request format. So it is not necessary that you need to have your application ready to in order to create an API. Okay, you create an API with some expecting some kind of request. So if you can create that request, you don't need a client application for the creation at least. So we want this to be a post request. So we can also do one thing. We can put a restriction in our API that it should only allow a post request to come in. If it is a get request or any other request, we can simply deny that. So that kind of restriction we can actually apply to API. That's good if you want to give only read-only access to our API. So generally for a client or customer-facing website wherein customer doesn't have to make changes. So we can use an API that will allow a read-only access. So it can get data, all right, but in order to save data, in order to manipulate data, we can put some restrictions. So let's do this. Okay, so I'll select the type as post. Okay, let's enter the URL https localhost / API / contact.php. Okay, so what we are doing is we are sending it blank, just blank contact.php, and let's see what the response comes to be. Okay, trying to get the property first name of non-object, so we can actually put some check that is the first name, last name, this all is there in our request. Now let's put, okay, let's go to body, and we can put some data here. All right, form data, there's so many ways. Mm -mm 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 -mm. Okay, let's try the raw format. Okay, in the headers, application JSON body. Okay, first name. Let's give the first name as Mohan. Okay, last name Gupta. Email Chikmon at localhost, and now message. Message should be, oh, this is my message. Okay, let's send this request. Object of class standard class cannot be converted to string. Okay, what could be this error for? Let's see. So if I look at the headers, it is showing content type. Oh, it has to be JSON because our application was designed at PHP. We mentioned that the header type should be application JSON. So let's send it. Oh yes, now it is formatted as JSON. Let's see. Recoverable fatal error. Object of class standard could not be converted to string. In XAMPP contact on line number 11. Let's see the line number 11. Okay, echo. So normally echo does not work here, so we can actually do where dump. Where dump actually helps get information about any kind of variable, but we can just comment this out and see. Sending again. Oh, we received a success, but it is showing undefined variable first name in. Okay, it seems to be some typo. First name, first name. Oh, small capital N. Okay, let's see. Again success. Last name, same problem. Yes. Okay, successfully sent the email. So until now we sent 3 emails. So let's configure our client, Mozilla Thunderbird. Let this open. I hope you're enjoying the series. Keep commenting, keep liking, keep sharing, keep asking questions, because that's going to help everyone during this learning process. I actually want to do so many things, but don't ask me the reason. Okay, let's create. Uh, what do you want to do? View settings for this account. Okay, let's remove this. That's the default one. Description. So it's already during my testing I did that. So username is Jackmohan. Description I can see our work account. Anything I want. Port number 25. Okay. Okay. I don't think it's working somehow. Let's get rid of this. Mm, tools. Mm, I don't use this application that often. Okay, must be in options. Options. Display composition. Okay, these are application related options. Let's close this. Options, account settings. Okay, let's add an email account. Check Mohan Gupta. Email address @ localhost.com. Continue. Mm, done. Yes, I understand the risk. Done. Because we are setting up locally just to check. Oh, we got 8. Okay, for every request we received something, let's delete all of them. Delete. Okay, now do a fresh email. Sent. That's a friend request. Fresh request I have sent. It's a success. And let's fetch the emails. Why I received 2? Okay. Name of the person, check Mohan Gupta. Email address. This is my message. This is an automated email. All right. From me. And this also contains the same thing. Okay, anyways, our API is working, it's success. Now we'll modify our application to use this. Okay, we are going to do this in the next video, and that's easy to implement. Trust me, it's very easy to do it. Okay, so currently this is how our website looks like. Yes, I'm using Brave web browser based on Chrome. It's just that I wanted to try what's new in this browser, so that's how it is. Now this application, let me tell you, now runs on Angular 7 because there were so many messages related to dependency issues and everything. So I had to update. I will tell you how to do it. That's very easy actually to do that. So just to show you an example, we'll go to CMD. So this is how you update your application from 6 to 7. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to open one of the demo applications I have. So it's again an Angular 6 based application called Scooter. Let's do something with this. Npm install. So if I'll do npm install, it will actually observe everything, all the files and everything, and will suggest you so many things. So let's see and observe. Let's wait for it to respond back. It's taking time. Let's see what the document says in order for updating. Okay, let's go to angular.io. Meanwhile, it's taking time. Angular.io. Okay, come on. So it is showing this Angular 6 based application has got 130 vulnerabilities, and there is high, low, 76. So many things are there. Most of it because of the outdated version of the dependencies that we are using. So it's easy. So the documentation says that you should run this command ng update angular CLI angular core. So that updates it to the the stable version, the latest stable version. Let's do it. We can actually specify and make changes to the package.json, specify the exact version we want, and then run npm install again. That will also do the trick, but that's a little tricky. So your global CLI Angular version is greater than your local version. The local version is used to disable this warning. Okay, that is okay. Let it update. So this update command, the command actually does the trick. So I'll do this activity once again once we'll start the next video, and it's very easy to implement. I hope you're following, and whatever I'm trying to tell you on this in this video is easy to understand. In case you have questions, please feel free to ask me, and we'll continue this till we add few more new features. Okay, in coming videos we are going to move everything we have in our website that is currently residing in the what was that, in memory API. We'll move everything to the database, and we'll also put restrictions, security, login, authentication, JWT, everything. We'll do it here. Okay, so let's let it complete. Some progress to us now. Oh, updated so many things. So that's the way we do it. So try it. In case you run into any difficulties, feel free to ask questions, and let's do something great out of Angular. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting these videos. It means a lot to me, and I am happy and glad that I could help people. And let me tell you, it's actually helping me. I'm learning new things. I'm learning new things, and whatever I'm learning, I'm just sharing it across. And just one more thing, just before I complete this video, this is ongoing. I heard about something called half calf. I don't know if I am right or not, but it's less than a KB size of front-end developer. It's not a framework. Yes, is a SPA solution for everyone. So I'm going to try something on this half calf. So I'm sure in the near future is going to get more attention, and more projects will be. So what I heard about this package is that this is a front end. It's not a complete framework. It's a small little framework, but it is comparative to Angular, Vue, and your React, and uses simple CSS. Very easy to learn. Just one page documentation is what they were telling me. So let me see. We'll go through this, and probably we'll have a video series covering this up as well. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Hope you enjoyed this video. Keep commenting. Thank you so much, guys. Yes, it's loading, and this is also working. So all the best. Thank you.